everyone, and welcome to the draft match between Spooty and Uncle Slam. Welcome in.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hi.
Hey. Alright. I need a better way to display what games they're playing, but I think it'll become apparent soon enough as the board is revealed, so I'll worry about that after. Alright, so if both players are ready, they can deafen, and we'll check if you're ready in the bingo sync and count it down shortly.
Alright, sounds good. Good luck, Spooty.
Good luck.
Alright, both players are deafened. Alright, both players are ready. We are going to get this underway. Starting the countdown. Reveal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They've revealed the card, and this is the card for the match. So we've got pin golf center square. Ah, no. Dang it. Alright, let's go. We're back in time. Really trying to rush. Alright, we're starting out with Spooty and Magic Garden and Uncle Slam in pin golf. Some quick goals here. Let me get one of the musics going here. There we go. Alright, let me also do the feature where I can show what games people are in. With pin golf on this side. This is a really cool feature. You can see what's being highlighted, what's potentially being worked on. So we have Magic Garden reach 10k before 50 obbies saved. Very doable even with like 3 potions. Spooty is going to be close on this one, but might need one more potion. Oh, there's one down there. I couldn't even see it. And that's it. Very quick square, getting the corner square, good value. And that's 5 courses for Uncle Slam. He must have missed one under par though. Ooh, get the swag dunk. Love to see it. Oh, close to getting under par on that one. Okay. Has gotten me under par, moving on to camouflage. So we have 3 Waldorf's Journey squares. Huge synergy here. I'm gonna get a kill with a beach ball. Camouflage, we have get eaten by Frog, Gator, and Bird, and 2 out of 3 collectibles and 7 levels. Has already gotten eaten by the Frog. Spooty working on one of the potentially fastest very hards in the game, which is the Enter the Palace with 6 puffins. We're also going to get a harpoon and a propeller, which is what he needs. I'm going to assume Spooty already got the harpoon kill instantly. Oh no, already has a harpoon. Alright, nice close squid, and then the propeller's very easy to get a kill with. You can just go to the right and find one, and that's going to be that square. And then we probably just need a few more signs and a few more puffins. So only 4 signs can spawn in a given run. It's always 4. They work kind of like weather vanes, where they're 100% random. All 4 could be directly at the start, or you could have them completely spread out throughout the map. Spooty is getting this 4th puffin before getting to the gold area, like around 50 to 60% is when you want to see that 4th puffin. And Uncle Slime is going to get eaten by each of the critters here in camouflage. Yeah, like I was saying, between like 50 and 60% is when you want to have 4 puffins. And then it's sort of like a marker you can keep track of. To know if you're on pace and haven't missed any. So it's 2-2 now. We're going to jump out of camouflage and we are going to go to paint chase. So, win without destroying any airplanes on course 3. We're going to see the faster Jerry strat. I believe saves a couple seconds on getting the game over faster. Yeah, Frank, thank you for the tools, they're amazing. Alright. Unless we took a fall, then I'm pretty sure that was 6 puffins in the palace might be holding it. I could be 100% wrong. Alright, we're on course 3. I think we've got a route for this one. This airplane up there is gonna paint over a little bit. Might need. This should be enough to clear it though. Maybe just. Oh, maybe just barely enough. Whew, okay. Yeah, and then no reason to stay in that any longer than you need to, and back to camouflage. We're in warp tank for Spooty. Oh yeah, Spooty did pick up the last 2 squares there. Okay, it's gonna get through Riot Sector unscathed, it seems. Ooh, good job dodging the beams there. We'll see if the funny enemy is still there that doesn't get killed by the enemy clearing block. Okay, yep, Spooty just tearing through this, gonna get this goal in like a minute and a half. Or less than a minute and a half. little crust sector for a moment. We're going to be jumping into divers. So we've got Purchase God's Blood. Definitely a quick one. You just have to grab a couple chests and then go back to the shop and turn it in. We might be buying something first. Is there another diver skull in here? I don't think so. I'm guessing just in case you get into an encounter, you don't have to risk trying to run and dying. Which I have died that way before, just failing to escape like 9 times in a row. Still gonna try to avoid encounters for... And then this is probably the worst encounter you can get just because you don't have a potion and you're just gonna take a ton of damage. In camouflage, gonna grab these two, finish off the level. Just gonna need one more. Assuming Slam completed level 4 up top, he did. So this should be the last one for 2 out of 3 collectibles. Alright, looks like Spooty is coming back from getting the money. Godsplit is 800. It's either 500 or 800. I'm pretty sure it's 800. The bomb might be 500. But Spooty will have this shortly after returning to the surface. Uncle Slam is going to get this right now. We are going into combatants. Do have ants on screen, and that's going to be God's Blood for 800. See where Spooty is going to jump to next. Into ants. We have a combatants race. Let's go. See, Uncle Slam does have like a 40-second lead here, but okay, not getting both the ants over, so that's actually going to give Spooty some time to catch up. Still going to be maybe 20 seconds behind, but if you know the fast strats for this, it could be really quick. Getting these 2 ants out of the way. I would say this level, like, super quickly can be done in 2 minutes. It just although it can take a little bit extra time if you have to, like, come back and kill the queen, which is the safer strat to do it. Getting one soldier ant and planting him at the corner here where the food is a very good way to defeat this level quickly. Unfortunately, okay, the worker ant is still alive. This is good. Unfortunately, I'm gonna lose it here. Maybe? Unless you can get it on the other side of the queen and tell it to hold, but... Okay, you have a soldier ant, but you don't want to lose it. Okay, that's good. Now you just want to plant the soldier ant at the corner and just decimate the rest of the... Yeah, be careful not to lose them, though. That should be good. Actually, you might not even need to. You can just bring them more forward because you only have a couple ants left on their side. Yep, that's just going to be one more ant. And Spooty is going to opt to send an ant over to take out that queen save a little bit of time, but I think Slam cutting off their resources on the right a little, just having to deal with a few less ants is going to get this. And we'll see if... I imagine Spooty might pivot out because you don't know if Slam could have done like one of the commandos, even though it might be unlikely. But yeah, unfortunately, it's smart to like have a worker take out that queen, but if the right side just gets built up, then it takes a bit longer. In Uncle Slam's position, I think it could also be a tiny bit faster if you tell the soldiers to wait and destroy the other queen while you make way over to the left one. But when you have like 3 extra workers, it just goes so fast to take out the queen anyways. We're going to be jumping into Disconia. And hopefully Slam does not wait long to mark it just to undust it, because Spooty is close on the trail. Yeah, Spooty's gonna win this in seconds, and oh my gosh, wow. There is a win the first mission. Okay, so Spooty is gonna stay in to do Commando 1 and 2. Now, Commando 2 is probably one of the I mean, someone could disagree with me, but potentially one of the least consistent combatants level. Looks like Spooty at least able to get rid of the small ants first, but maybe didn't want his soldier to get hurt. Because you can kind of cheese the, because normally it goes like where the soldiers just get up in your face while the worker ants are swarming you and you don't want them to build more units. So usually you can cheese the soldiers after you get the workers down. So this is a good start. Now you can drag this enemy away, not quite in time, but only made 1 extra worker. The soldier ant will just sit there while you can take out the worker ant. Now this is a good start. You want the spider to not die to the right. Yeah, you can be consistent at failing Commando 2. So as long as the spider just didn't create a massive swarm for the enemy, and it looks like that's a pretty good position. I don't know how much damage is on the spider, but only 1 ant attacking it. You go take out that ant. That might be the level right there, just 1 ant. So the spider actually was quite cooperative in this, gonna make this a very fast Commando 2. So I think Spooty feels confident to be able to beat this even if Slam was still in combatants, which had moved on to Disconia. Send in the rat. Yeah, you could bounce off your own guy and do a damage there. Yeah. Do it again. Okay, Spooty losing a worker, soldier ant, but not a big deal. As long as you have at least 1 extra, it's not too bad. And there's these 2 red ants that are just off in the corner here. And sometimes the spider just completely ignores, like that ant up there. And it has to do with how many walls are here, but it's funny watching the 1 red ant make the spider run for its life. Spooty just needs like 6-7 more kills here. 3 soldiers, 2 workers, and where are his soldiers going? Number 1 question in commands. No! Wow. The enemy soldier just decided to get unstuck from its shooting pattern and shoot downwards. Okay, this ant is in a slightly more favorable position this time. Don't have to go chase it down. And I think that sometimes does happen if you slightly move while shooting. Like sometimes I don't know if there's probably times where the soldier ants just decide to change their pattern. But also I think like slightly moving just like a pixel while you're shooting. Because if you don't know, you will move like 1 pixel if you're holding a direction while shooting. But I can't completely confirm if that's why the soldiers always turn. Alright. The AI showing the power of the champion here. Slime could maybe heal and then run away. Alright, Spooty is going to get Commando 2 here, and Commando 1, and going to jump into Bug Hunter. Also, anybody in chat, if they are wondering, I should have mentioned this earlier, but in the Underground League, in the Underground Bingo League channel, I did post the players' picks and bans. Uncle Slam is player 2 in blue, and Spooty is red as player 1. I didn't have a way to... I was thinking of asking the players to favorite like their games that they have and just like get an image and just like post it underneath, which might have worked well, but I just wanted to get things going. No, neither player picked Vanger, Rail Heist, or Block Koala, which is all games that both these players are comfortable with. So, so Spooty, Uncle Slam picked Quibble Race, and Spooty picked Planet Zoldath, and then Spooty proceeded to say, "Screw RNG, let's ban Quibble Race," though picking Planet Zoldath. And then the band here. Let me fix the games real quick. Slam is going to get a bit of a snipe on this if he holds it properly. Let's see, a tactics. I'm trying to remember what the other game was that got banned. Oh yeah, this is... Oh, Spooty realized that Slam could be holding it, and Slam could... or Spooty can still block this. Spooty also knows that this is something you can keep progress in, so you can hedge your bets. So even if you... So if you got to like rank 60 and you saw this checked off, you know that Slam is probably starting near the same point as you, because if you were Slam working on a tactics first, you can't really hold it. But if you're working on Disconia first, you could kind of hold it and then like get a massive lead in a tactics, which Slam kind of has gotten a scary lead to the point where it might not be possible if both players are playing kind of at equal skill level here. But there is also some luck involved in the tactics with when your barrages get through. When your barrages don't get through, then you have to play good at tactics, but for the sake of just winning instantly, yeah, you can definitely catch up in this. It's scary because you cannot like reset or anything because you're gonna lose points. So you don't want to play too fast that you're not blocking off the enemies either. That was really good from Spooty using the sapper to blow up the cavalry that was about to get through. Slam is at 40 and Spooty is not far behind at 34. This goal starts getting kind of difficult around like rank 80. I mean, sometimes it can be difficult before that, but Spooty is quite good at playing a tactics fast, but there's always the factor of like you just gotta make sure something doesn't get through, especially with the cavalry units. And both players now, Spooty is at the same point Slam is, but does have a few extra points in case it does come down to any lost battles. So if Spooty gets one flag destroyed, for instance, but then loses, Spooty will still be within range to like get the next 10 threshold. Yeah, I think so, Smo, and we're gonna see Lords of Disconia get checked off in a moment here, and Spooty is gonna be probably a bit more comfortable, but it's still gonna be scary because you don't know how long Slam has been in a tactics for. And yeah, so Spooty now knows it's a race in the same game. Both players are at nearly the exact same spot. Spooty is only like 1 second behind. And Spooty has been catching up during this time, so it's gonna come down to some RNG, it's gonna come down to skill and well-played tactics. So it is any person's game here. I do hope Spooty is at 54, Slam's at 50. Yeah, it's but Slam able to clear that one faster. Either got a line through faster or just arranging his units really well to get that. And it is crazy because if you just keep getting your even if you play like really good at tactics, you could just keep getting your lines blocked. Okay, so Spooty just needs to get one more through. Okay, Spooty's got it. Just needs to block and... No! Wait, what? Oh my god, a sapper! I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the caster's curse. Okay, he got it shortly after, but the sapper spawned right next to a promoted ninja. The ninja blew up the sapper and destroyed both his units that were gonna win. Making sure I'm still good. Oh yeah, Slam is in a tough position here, and this is the thing, if you get overwhelmed... Oh no, that's gonna be a loss for Slam, cause... Oh yeah. I guess it's not bad because Slam has to play one extra anyways if you lose. Like, even if you lose a flag, you always have to play one extra. Oh, and Spooty getting hit with grunt defense RNG on the enemy's side. This is where it starts getting scary. If you're playing a tactics fast, even if you're good, the enemy can just get some favorable layouts and put you in a bad position. Like, sappers are really scary, ninjas are very scary, columns of grunts. Yeah, Spooty currently 70. Oh, it's going to be 84 to 65. So Spooty is going to get this block with, well, I don't want to say that yet. Shut up. Shut up, self. But Spooty has brought the lead back from where Slam was in position and making the good call to go into a tactics because it's a game you can keep progress in case you do get sniped. And yeah, it's looking good for Spooty at the moment. Uncle Slam had a really good round there, so it's back to 84 to 75. Yeah, I agree. Like, any games where you know there's a goal that if you get sniped on the goal that you're in, that you can keep progress in, and there's another goal that you know you're both have to start from like the beginning, you can't keep progress in it, then it's a little more optimal to leave that one for last. I mean, every situation is different, but it just means that if Spooty got sniped on a tactics, then that would mean that they're probably pretty close to even on starting Disconia, if that was the case. Now, okay, Spooty using that sapper to delete all those units. Spooty now has a hero. Still needs to get 3 through, but I'm gonna use the hero to thin out some of these units because kind of low on units on Spooty's side, but if you can push through here, this could be really good. You have cavalry and 2 heroes, but that cavalry might get killed. Okay, this, oh no. Oh, the cavalry. The cavalry from the enemy was able to get through just as Spooty was about to... I guess he had 2 through, but still needed 1 more. I mean, this is scary. This is the fear of a tactics. Like, it is a complete toss-up. Like, it can go volatile, like, either way at any point. I think, yeah, Slam, they are both on their, well, actually, they are both on their last one right now at the same time. If both players were to win, this is like tied neck and neck right now. Oh my gosh, is Spooty gonna instantly win? Just needs to block, and that's an instant win, and Spooty gets the block. Wow. And that's 100, and that is the block. That is insane. And that kind of just solidifies Spooty's like lead here. I'm sorry, Spooty was not in Disconia for that long. No, I definitely think that Spooty's gonna pick up one of the faster things here, but yes, Slam typing in GG, that was an insanely close race, and yeah, just came down to the wire, the very last game, starting the last match, like at the same time, and alright, we're jumping into Disconia, gonna try drowning 5 discs. Mooncat, 8 rooms without using warps and without dying. I will say, if you are doing this and you don't feel like you're in a race, probably just wait for the spider that is over the scap here. I don't know why, but when I try dashing through, I just always get the slam because I press it too late, I guess, and die in the pit. So that's going to be the 4th room for Spooty. This is going to be the 5th. Oh, let me change the tactics off to Disconia. Yeah, the tactics can be pretty easy until you get to like rank 80. And also just the fact if you're trying to play it fast, then there's a decent chance you're just not going to see something and it's going to get through and it's going to throw everything off. Oh my gosh, the 5-star golem, bro, the 5-star golem. Dude, that's actually bad. That's actually bad for this because you don't want to. Well, you can still kill them and push them into the water. Okay, if Spooty got past the room right after the water level, that's 8 levels. I can't really check solo casting, but I'm pretty sure you got it. I was just completely in awe of the 5-star golem. You can still drown a unit if you destroy it on your first hit and it goes into the water. Oh no, you can't drown. Well, you can get above this unit and shoot it downwards. Push it down a little bit and then... oh my gosh. To be fair, even if you hit that on the top, I think your rat would go back into the water. Yeah. Wait, okay. We're good. Okay. Last was a self-drown, let's go. Okay, we've gone over to Campanella 2, and we're in Rock On. Rock On for the fans. Clap ass. You just have to beat Oasis. Alright, Spooty is maybe in Cave 2 here. This is kind of long for Cave 1, so yeah, this is Cave 2, or Burrows 2, and this is going to be the Campanella 2 square in just a couple seconds. And now Spooty just needs one more. Might see Paint Chase. Oh, Big Bell Race. Now all of these remaining goals are ones you cannot keep progress in and are a bit time consuming. But fortunately for Spooty, has 6 goals to pick from. Not going to choose the fastest, but also not going to choose the longest. Mainly because you might assume that Oasis is the next fastest, so... and that's the one Slime is going for, so... Usually if you're behind you have to go for the fastest squares, there's just like almost no other way unless you read that your opponent is gonna go for a longer square, but in Slime's position you can't realistically like all of the, like I said, all of these goals are so long, and you just have your choice to do whatever you want from Spooty's perspective. Yeah, Seaside Gold Disc is just a very long one that you cannot speed up for very hard, and Demolition is probably one of the, on average for most people, longest goals in the entire pool. I think even you can expect speedrunners to maybe put up a 10-minute time if they're trying to go for consistency, which RTA actually is longer. It's actually going to be like 2 additional minutes, I think someone said, Guri. Don't quote him on that. But yeah, Demolition Gold Disc might be one that gets reworked to like Wave 8. I'm not a bingo admin, but I have heard that's a possibility that might be circulated. That way you could still go for the Gold Disc anyways, but it's just gonna cut down maybe like a few minutes on the run, not having to do Wave 9 additionally. Okay, thankfully Spooty not taking a death there. The AI just being very slap happy. Take the lead here is in a very good position to get this one in first place as well. Spooty just needs 2 more in first place, or 3, or just 3 more races, and that's essentially predetermined here. Oh, purple is stuck. Oh, not gonna give him a little boost out. Oh, there you go. Good job, orange. Good job, Slard. Actually, no, having the blue there is good because you could use the AI to boost you back and give you a little speed boost on your way back. Slam did not protect Seaside, I don't believe. I don't have the list in front of me. If I look at the game list, no, that's not gonna help. Yeah, so for the rock on, basically you just click the menu, you click quit to map, and you want to make sure automatically you get put to no, which will cancel going to the map. And as soon as the wave pops up, you can just click A, and then you can continue to place down units or buy things or start the wave after you click no, after the wave text appears. And Uncle Slam jumping into this, but Spooty is less than a minute away from, just seconds away from getting this goal, and that'll be the game here. And that's GG.
GG.
Yeah, it sniped me real good on Pincered.
Oh, did I?
Oh.
I was killing the queen. I was killing the last queen.
Well, if it makes it feel better, you sniped me real good on a tactics because I was in the 90s.
Yeah, both of you. Well, Spooty got to. Well, okay. First of all, for combatants, Slam did hold it just for maybe like 20 seconds, but it was really close to getting counter sniped there. And then tactics, I think Slam was the initial 2 games, which are, super trivial, but I think started 2 games up on a tactics while holding Disconia, and Spooty got to 91st, but then I think lost one, and Slam lost 1 or 2 in the middle there, but you both basically started your last 90 game at almost the exact same time, and Spooty got
Yeah,
like the instant win.
I
Ah,
started to go into Disconia and realized, wait, you may have made the play to like make progress in a tactics and then do Disconia. I should at least do the same.
Yeah, because
And
you
then
I thought about that. I thought about that, but I finished Disconia before I even opened to tactics.
okay, so I opened Disconia, then immediately just went to a tactics to at least get to like 50, and on my way there you marked it, so I just stayed.
yeah
Yeah, I kind of like I felt like based on when you marked your other goals that like I could hold on to Disconia for a while because I feel like if you're gonna try to block that column, that's where you would try to go first.
yeah
So I waited until I think I was in the 40s before I finally marked that, and then just kept at it in a tactics.
yeah. Lords of Disconia was like, in a sense, even if you get sniped on a tactics, like you know that you're probably starting very close to even ground on Disconia. Like
Mm-hmm.
in Spooty's defense, if he went being going to a tactics first.
Speaking of Disconia, can we talk about that bard for a
Oh my!
second?
Wait, yeah, the 5-star golem, five
Yeah,
star
no.
service.
So Spooty, there was during the match where I was having the 5 enemy discs drown, not the first mission. I did that goal later. There was a bard that shot one of its projectiles between like a tree and one of my golems, and shot it in like the perfect way where it like rebounded like seemingly infinitely and just gave like an ungodly amount of attack to one of my golems. I think I saw 4 stars.
Yeah, it was
I don't know if
5.
that's where the limit's at or what was it 5. It was absurd.
You know,
Yeah,
Bard is really good, especially with golems who can't, who don't get pushed
the
back. Like if they're like wedged against a wall,
the funny
you can have
thing
that happen.
is it was during like the drown the discs, which you can still hit the enemy once, and if they drown while they're dying, it counts. But like you don't want your golem to be buffed 5 times if you're trying to
Yeah,
just push them in the water.
luckily that golem was never like ideal to use for
Yeah,
for drone in any way
it
in
was
that
also in the
position.
way
But
of
the fact that
the rat.
yeah, yeah, like even if I accidentally like shot that bard into the golem afterwards, it was like, well, that was GG too. But
Yeah,
no, that was fine. Also, yeah, one of the I think was the vampire just drowned itself near the end, which I was not complaining about. But
yeah, that's. Oh
Also,
man,
my man, you put Waldorfs on the card and then didn't go for the triple goal with it.
wait, was there a third? Wait, I saw.
three
Oh yeah,
squids,
there
five
was. Okay,
signs. Yeah.
I did not. Yeah, I did not see the puffins initially. I just saw, ooh, pin golf center square, let's go, and then I proceeded to completely butcher like 3 holes.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm like, okay, like I do the magic garden in the corner because I'm like, okay, corners aren't bad, and he still hasn't marked something. He still has to like 2 or 3 minutes pass. I'm like, he still hasn't marked. What did he go for? Like he must have gone for something a little lengthier, and then the center tile. I'm like, oh, something went wrong there because
I think
Yeah,
that
well,
should
because
probably be about as long as the magic garden goal I was in.
well,
glacial
that's the thing too.
passage.
Because you
I
marked
think.
it first, like I knew I could hold on to it for at least a little bit longer. Like even if
Okay,
you
yeah.
played perfectly, I wasn't terribly concerned about getting sniped there, but I was trying to be mindful. And then you started marking Waldorf, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, the Waldorf triple play is triple square is definitely a big lead. So that
Yeah.
and that was really the
Yeah.
really close to tactics. Just
You also had like the world's easiest read that I would not go for finishing that bingo.
Oh yeah,
oh
no,
yeah.
definitely, definitely.
I am
Honestly,
not.
I would have respected it so much if you did. Because if you did start Seaside Lake before I did, then it's like, well, I'm probably not gonna catch up. So, and I don't know if you would have finished it before I finished up Disconia into Tactics though. Like there's
Yeah, no, that I don't think I would have. Is the thing. Like
yeah,
Seaside Drive Gold is just so freaking long.
Just straight up like
yeah, but a Tactics is a Tactics. So.
A little yeah, a little peek into what we're thinking of doing for Seaside Drive and Caramel for that matter. We're kind of thinking of updating the very hards to be uh split condition, like 200,000 points or gold disc,
okay.
so that like you
can reach
can
it
speed it
faster.
up by playing well, but like it's not walled by like oh, if you're not good enough, you just can't do this. Like you'll eventually finish it, but in an extremely long time. We're playing with that idea because yeah, Seaside Gold Disc is just
Yeah,
one of the longest goals on the card, if
I
not the
briefly,
longest.
yeah, I briefly mentioned also about like the Devilish Gold Disc, them both being on the card. Someone
Yeah,
mentioned, and
Devilish Gold Disc is more of a difficulty issue. I have very rarely seen it come up in a card and it not involving at least like 15 minutes of wasted time on failures
yeah,
for the
I
players.
feel like
Like
even
it's
speedrunners, like if they play it safe consistently, are probably putting like 10 minutes, and then everybody
yeah,
else
I'd
is
say
just putting
generally.
way
With
longer.
like a couple exceptions,
Yeah,
Violet, who's like, "What are you talking about? That's a consistent 8 minute tile."
yeah,
But like, he's like the only one. So
Flashbacks to Cherry Rush. Love you, Stan.
yeah.
oh yeah,
It's a
that the
volatile.
cherry russian.
You're just asking to do something like difficult quickly without mistakes. One shot it,
I
essentially.
was in a toss up at the very end whether to do Big Bell Race or Paint Chase.
Yeah,
If I execute Paint Chase right, it's faster than the Big Bell Race, I think, but it's close.
yeah. Oh, ooh, is Slam showing us something in Manger?
Oh no, I just wanted to pull up something besides my menu.
Oh, that's fair. All right, all right. Let me change the game to Vanger.
I do want to like. It's funny, but also I guess makes sense that in the race between the two Vanger record holders,
Yeah.
Vanger was not selected.
Yeah, I even mentioned that to Canvas. Like when you were in the bathroom, I was like, okay, well, isn't it funny that like neither of us chose Vanger, Rail Heist, or what was the other one, Block Koala? Because those three are in my normal rotation for this format. But knowing you, it's like, yeah, you would probably beat me on like 70% of those goals. So never mind.
Oh, I also don't know if anyone's still here that was asking, but I forgot what Slam banned. I know Spooty banned Quilores, but
Elphazar's hat.
oh, Alphazar's hat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was the missing piece. But yeah, good games again. It was it was really close given like the bingo threat. I mean, after that, like there was the lead, but that made it like insanely close. Like
Yeah,
less than a minute off.
I almost punted that with just going hard into Disconia first mission. Like that would have absolutely gone the other way if Slam was in the 90s at that point.
I'll say well played again. GG's. Unless there's anything else, I'm gonna call it here.
I can think of. Thank you for not forcing me into a position where I had to race win Paint Chase at all. There's the 3 level, of course 3 gold, but that's about it. I doubt I was even racing you in that.
I don't think so.
Nothing else to say, GG's.
Yeah, GG.
All right, thank you everyone for showing up. Thank you Slam, thank you Spooty. And
Thank you, Canvas, for taking this up last minute.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had the time to do so, so I'm not like leaving you guys in the dust. But yeah, we'll call it here. Thanks everyone again, and bye bye.
Peace out.